Guys, before we get started, I just want to say that this show was amazing. It was stupendous. It was spectacular. It was shocking. It was just, I don't even have words for it. I really don't. It just put me in a state of shock and awe at just how fucking horrible it fucking was! God damn! How shitty do these shows fucking get? Well, I'll give you a fucking hint. They get pretty fucking shitty. Yes, they fucking do. So let's get started. I don't even want to waste that much time reviewing this show because it is a pile of fucking horse shit. We start off with Jericho, Miz, and Ambrose, and they're switching their shows. Jericho's going to SmackDown. So the Miz turns it into Miz TV, but then Ambrose turns it into Ambrose Asylum. And you know what the funny thing is? All these fucking shows, and none of them are fucking good. And they're all arguing over which show is better. Well, what show is better? None of them! They all suck! And Ambrose has done the same thing that he's done the past couple of weeks. He lays out fucking Miz, and that's all you're gonna get right there. Just the dirty deeds, and that's about it. That's your segment right there. Just ring hands moving the sets around. Jericho tells Maurice that she just made the list, and Maurice is all upset. How could somebody be annoyed at having their name on an imaginary list? A grown-ass woman, 30 years old, and she's getting mad at her name being written down on a list. If somebody wrote my name down on the list, I'd say, fuck, go write my name on the list. Who the fuck cares? Matt Hardy defeated Sheamus. Once again, I have to say, the Hardys are back. We waited how long for this fucking moment? We waited, 8 years for Jeff. 7 years for Matt to return, and what do we got? Not really a lot going on. I don't know what's going on with the lawsuit, but if we're not going to do Broken, Matt Hardy, and we're not going to do Brother Nero, then can we just move on to something else already? There's nothing here. There's no story. We've already seen that Matt and Jeff could really get into a storyline, really sink their teeth into something. And I'm not saying, maybe they don't have to do Broken. Maybe they don't have to do Brother Nero. But perhaps, maybe, could they do at least a little something to make their characters feel like they're not just some other guys on the roster? Seriously, when you put them out here like this, what really separates them from Gallows and Anderson? They just seem like another fucking team. The Hardys are not just another fucking team. They're fucking legends. Shouldn't we be treating them as such? Then you had Austin Aries and Jack Gallagher defeating Neville and TJ Perkins. You gotta be fucking kidding me here. You take a look at a match like this, and I see a lot of wasted potential. I like Aries. I like Neville. I don't like Gallagher, and I don't like Perkins, as evidenced in all my reviews in the fucking top 10 I did on my most hated wrestlers in WWE right now. I mean, those guys right there are just, they belong in fucking Nerdville, not fucking WWE. Even though WWE has become Nerdville, so maybe they're right at fucking home. I don't know. But this cruiserweight shit is nonsense. Keep it on 205 Live. Not interested. Why, when you have 205 Live, a cruiserweight show, why do you need cruiserweights on Raw? Is it because they can't think of anything else to do? Kalisto defeated Braun Strowman in the dumpster match. I mean, it was a fluke victory. It was a little bit like Big Show stepping through the table with Cody Rhodes like 5 years ago. It was a way of getting Braun annoyed. But, like, what I don't understand here is, why do they have to have that little loss there? Like, Why do they even have to have, Kalisto beat Braun? I know you're going to say, oh, Brad, it barely was like a win. But, a win is a win. And they treat wins in this company like it's nothing serious. Like, oh, winning a match, who cares? When you lose a match, people notice that. It's like, you're sitting there watching a show. I don't know how stupid they think the audience is, and I know the audience is pretty stupid. But this is awesome. CM Punk fans. We know they're not that bright. We know they got tiny brains. We know their IQs are, lower than the amount of calories in water, for fuck's sakes. But seriously, I mean, come on. You're going to have Braun lose here. Falling into the dumpster, and apparently dumpster matches are a lot different nowadays. We haven't seen a dumpster match, and correct me if I'm wrong, King of the Ring 2000 with the Dudleys, X-Pac and Road Dogg. The better known dumpster match being Chainsaw Charlie and Cactus Jack against the New Age Outlaws at WrestleMania 14. That's when they had different rules, but now it's like you just have to go into the dumpster itself. They were trying to make it like that's the reason why Braun eventually threw him off the stage. And here, this is what I also have to say. Throwing him off the stage does not have the same effect that it did when the New Age Outlaws did it to Terry Funk and Cactus Jack. You know why? Because the fucking stage is only this high. This high! My fucking God. It's not even that there's no height to it. There's no height to the fucking stage. And you're going to tell me that, like, oh my God, you're getting the announcers all excited for this. First of all, they shouldn't have even done the spot because it looks terrible. It looks awkward. You can't, and there's another spot that I'm going to say that just looks fucking awkward as fuck that they shouldn't have done. Talking about tonight as well. Pushing them off a stage where it's barely even half a foot, like 4 or 5 inches, motherfuckers. That's not impressive. I know you can still turn the dumpster on its side. Kalisto could still get hurt. But the spectacle is like lost. If you're doing something for spectacle, at least make it look good. So, that was the reason why they made Braun lose, so he would get annoyed. But Braun's always annoyed and pissed off. So he doesn't need to lose a match to have incentive. I almost said Dana Fox. Dana Brooke beat Alicia Fox. After, this was like, I don't know what it was like. It was like watching 2 fucking meatballs wrestle each other. Let's face it, Alicia Fox is not the best in the ring, and Dana Brooke isn't that great either. That finish was beyond awkward. It was like Fox didn't know where to move her feet. I think her feet might have kicked Dana in the head as she goes for the finisher. I mean, holy fucking shit. What a fucking clusterfuck that was in that little match. The way they were moving around, their timing was completely off. At the end, Emma gives Dana a hug. What are they doing here even with this storyline? Emma's playing mind games. To me, it just looks like a giant fucking waste of time. It doesn't look like fucking mind games, First, she says that she's making fun of the Fox's gift. This leads to a match. Now Emma's hugging her. It's like supposed to be like Dana doesn't know, what to make of them. You know what? What I make of this? It's complete fucking horse shit. Come up with a storyline that doesn't have to, we don't have to really think about it that much. Because this is it's just stupid to have storylines like this. They're dumb, they're retarded, and nobody fucking cares. And they progress every week, and we all know it's not going to go anywhere. And it's so minor. No one gives a fucking shit. No one gives two fucking shits about it. We were going to have a match with Enzo and Cass and Seth Rollins against Samoa Joe, Luke Gallows, and Carl Anderson. But Enzo gets attacked before the match, and, you know, who do you think replaces him? I'm not even going to waste my time every single time Balor has a match. Am I going to bitch? Am I going to complain? Am I going to talk about how much of a fucking faggot he is? Am I going to talk about how the guy has no charisma? Am I going to talk about how the guy has no character? Am I going to talk about how the guy has no physique whatsoever to speak of? Am I going to talk about how the guy doesn't deserve to be a main eventer? No, because I just fucking did. Haha, well, there you go. So, you know, Balor, Seth, and Cass, they win here. And, you know, we can all be happy and, you know, just talk about how great and how wonderful the match was. It was amazing. Alexa Bliss comes out, argues with Bayley. I like how Bliss is interacting with this annoying fucking crowd. This crowd was like a bunch of zombies mixed with the fucking smart crowd. I don't know. It was a terrible fucking crowd. But that's, you know, per usual when it comes to Raw. Sasha Banks comes out to defend Bayley's honor. I'm already fucking falling asleep and just hating life watching this fucking bullshit. You know, like, Bayley can't even speak for herself. Sasha has to come to her defense. Because I guess it's like picking on the retard. It really is. I look at Bayley and I look at the way how they have her made up. And it's not so much that she's supposed to be appealing to little girls. The thing is, she looks like a fucking freak show. They make her look like a fucking retard with the ponytail and the weird makeup that they give her. You know what she looks like? She looks like a Smurf, but with no blue. She looks like, you know, just a regular Caucasian or whatever she is, Hispanic Smurf. She looks like a non-blue Smurf. She has the face of a fucking Smurf. There, I said it. I mean, come the fuck on already. It's like Bayley's character is like, that's all I hear on the mic. I don't even hear what. That's all I hear. She's annoying! I hate listening to her and her stupid fucking promos that look like they're being spoken by a fucking retard. For fuck's sakes. Sasha Banks defeats Alexa Bliss by count out. Bliss walks out on the match. We did that whole promo just so we could get to this point. Then Bayley comes and, you know, to throw her back into the ring. Whatever, you know, I'm happy she got counted out just so we could end the fucking match already. What a boring fucking show. Backstage, we have a weird segment with Curtis Axel, who we haven't seen in God knows how long. Heath Slater and Rhino's in the back. They're all sitting on director's chairs. They're all going to be in the Marine 5. I can't believe they've made a 5th Marine movie. Rhino offers, what the fuck is her name? Maurice crackers. He's still eating the Cheese Whiz and crackers from a segment that was almost half a year ago. And he's still eating these crackers. And it just shows you, like, they're just so completely, like, oblivious. Like, are they really going to have, like, Rhino eating crackers from a segment from, like, 6 years ago? No, it's not, like, the same crackers. But this is going to be his whole thing. You know, every time they show him, he's going to be... This is what I'm saying. When I took a break from the product, I mean, holy fucking shit. Nothing changed. Nothing changed. It stayed the fucking same. It just shows month after month after month. They have no interest in changing their ways. They are going to create the same exact carbon copy shows with small little tweaks. Miz gets a notice that he's going to have a good tag team partner for tonight. Apollo Crews defeated Kurt Hawkins. They have no interest in doing anything with Kurt Hawkins. Titus O'Neil came out to take a selfie with Apollo Crews. Is this going to lead anywhere? You obviously know that it's not going to lead anywhere. Why even get started doing anything with them? Miz is backstage with Kurt Angle. Eli Sampson, the drifter, walks by. Kurt Angle thinks it's his partner. The Miz says that it's not. Okay. Miz, starts introducing his tag team partner. Nobody comes out. So, Miz and Ambrose start beating him up. All of a sudden, the lights go out. The Bray Wyatt thing happens, and Bray Wyatt standing on the announce table with Ambrose. That was pretty cool. Now, you got Bray Wyatt then takes Ambrose, hits the sister Abigail on the entrance ramp, like on the LED board, and it looked fucking terrible. And that's what I was talking before when I talked about the dumpster spot. This was the other spot I meant. It was like very little impact. It was almost like if you rammed Ambrose's face into a pillow. There was no sound, no impact at all. Looked fucking horrible. Like I said, if you're going to do a big spot, a spectacle, something that's supposed to shock the audience and the viewers, at least make it good, is all I'm saying. That looked fucking horrible. Like I said, he might as well have taken a pillow and smacked him in the face with that. A Tempur-Pedic pillow, for fuck's sakes. And the other thing is, it looked like they were really gunning for an Ambrose feud here. But wasn't Bray Wyatt going to do a feud with Finn Balor? Did they change their minds already? Bray Wyatt then attacks Miz with the sister Abigail, and the show just ends. What? Like, did it really just end just like that? Like no warning. It was just like, that's it. So, we got a pay-per-view on Sunday. Bray Wyatt doesn't even interact with his opponent, Randy Orton. It's for the world title, by the way. Instead, he's having feuds. First, I don't get this. He picks a fight with Balor. Then now, obviously, there's like a prelude here in this match to a feud with Ambrose. Well, which one's it going to be? Well, who's he feuding with here? He's feuding with Balor, but I guess that's canceled. Orton and Ambrose at the same time. Who's the man feuding with? He was just champion 2 months ago. He's obviously not going to win it back against Orton. I don't fucking know here. This is so weird how they have this booked. So, Bray Wyatt is going to wrestle Orton for the title. We know he's not going to win because we know they're not going to do Jinder Mahal and Bray, because Jinder Mahal, and they're not going to move the title to Raw if Bray Wyatt wins it, right? So, Jinder Mahal is obviously going to face... Just don't even have the match at Payback, because it's so fucking predictable. What the fuck is the point of having a match who we know he's going to win? That's so obvious that he's going to win at Payback, being Orton. I mean, come on. Just skip it. Go right to Backlash. What the fuck are they doing here? And there's no mention of Brock at all on the show. Hey, did you know Brock Lesnar was a champion? Oh, no, you didn't? That's because they don't mention it. Why don't you just pay him more money so he appears on more dates, McMahon? I think you've got the money. I think you can afford to pay him a little bit more if you want to make him the champion. At least mention him. Say something. Write something. Just try. For fuck's sakes, try. Do something on this show because it was fucking awful. You have a pay-per-view on Sunday and you wouldn't even know it. You would not even know it. You wouldn't even guess because, first of all, the way how they book this shit, Roman Reigns is not even there. Yes, he's injured, but the way how they book this show, it's like they don't even give a fuck. They don't even have most of the people on the pay-per-view that are going to be there. There's no Orton. There's no Roman Reigns. So where's the build-up to this show? And what the fuck are the other matches? You barely even know what they are because they're all so poorly built. You have the women's match, the IC title match. You've got the WWE title match, which is the belt from SmackDown. And really, what else is there? Oh, you've got the Hardys, Cesaro, and Sheamus. You know, but you think about it, and you just think of how unexciting this pay-per-view is, and you just forget, like, what all the matches are. Anyway, motherfuckers, there's your Raw review. I'm just, like, flabbergasted just how fucking boring this show was. Anyway, guys, until next time.